It was Group C action in Guyana this evening, and it was New Zealand taking on Afghanistan. First match for New Zealand in this edition of the World Cup, and Afghanistan, of course, coming off that big win over Uganda in their first game. Guyana turned on a show, and Afghanistan turned on a show as well to demolish New Zealand. It was Kane Williamson who won the toss for New Zealand. He put Afghanistan into bat, and right from the early onset, New Zealand's fielding was underdone. They were poor throughout the evening in the field. The early catch for Finn Allen, Devon Conway behind the stumps was untidy, and it just seemed to have an effect on the whole of the New Zealand team. And that opening combination of Rahmanullah Gurbaz and Ibrahim Zadran was simply brilliant. Another 100-run opening stand for Afghanistan, and it was Gurbaz who ended up player of the match because he was simply brilliant. An 80 from him, he set the tone. He was also wonderful in the field, but his batting and the way he controlled the innings, the way he ran between the wickets along with Ibrahim in particular, and took the innings deep as far as his batting was concerned. That was one of the key features from the player of the match, Rahmanullah Gurbaz. His power, we know he's got good power, but I think his game awareness and match awareness tonight on what was a tricky-ish surface allowed Afghanistan to get to that score of 159. Other key performances, obviously Fazil Haq Farooqi with the ball for Afghanistan. Trent Boult was decent with the ball for New Zealand, very good in fact. And a couple of reasonable performances from New Zealand's point of view that they can take forward to the next game, but just all round not good enough in the field. When it came their turn to bat, trying to hunt down 160, it was always going to be difficult, but Fazil Haq with the ball, leading the way inside that power play, backing up his 5 wickets against Uganda, was just unbelievably good. He swings the ball both ways, absolutely love what he brings to this Afghanistan side, and he is one of the most improved seam bowlers, I think, in the last 18 months to 2 years. You back that up with the quality spin of Rashid, of Nabi. Noor got into the picture late in the piece, but they were really, really good right through that bowling attack and restricted New Zealand and absolutely bundled them out in the end. So a convincing victory for Afghanistan. It puts them to the top of the group in this Group C. It means their next game up against Papua New Guinea, they'll look to demolish Papua New Guinea, I'm sure, and just continue to grow that net run rate. For New Zealand, well, they've got the big one now because that West Indies game becomes so crucial for New Zealand. If they win that, they keep their chances alive, but then they have to really beat Papua New Guinea and Uganda heavily to make sure that that net run rate is good enough. And they hope that Afghanistan beat the West Indies as well. So it was always seen as a very tight group, a tough group, and it's now proven even more so from New Zealand's point of view. So that's what happened here in Guyana tonight. It was convincing, demolishing, you name it, all of those things, and well deserved too from Afghanistan's point of view. New Zealand were underprepared. They didn't take any warm-up matches. They played intra-squad games only, and it was Afghanistan who looked like the one team that had played a game prior to. They came in with confidence, and they were far too good for New Zealand. So much to look forward to coming up. Keep watching Cricbuzz live for everything World Cup related.